if she wants us.
Well, only after 2 days, so it's just getting used to her. That's all.
Yeah, it's true.
How we
When I
doing this?
first got
Okay,
her, she
this
was
is the
doing the
better
same
way.
thing.
So
She
check
scanned
this
about
out.
24
We're a little bit
days.
late, but we're here at Leimert Park. None of you probably have ever been here before, but this is in the heart of Los Angeles, as you can see.
Yeah, look like it's in lobster tail.
That's Crenshaw Boulevard right there. Again, running through the heart of Los Angeles, and I'm Governor Wildstar. I'm here to give away some money in the name of freedom and liberty. Can you hear me? If you can feel me, let me hear you. Everybody say hi. All right, there we go. And this is my lovely Lady Wildstar. Oh, yes. We don't have any viewers right now, but they're soon to come.
I'm gonna tell Kristen about it.
All right,
Exactly right.
there we go.
Exactly. Hey,
You want me to
Krista.
hold it, or what are you
Krista,
doing?
I told your cousin, I said, I'm going to tell Krista, girl, with that bad figure, if I was you, I wouldn't have no children. Y'all need to go adopt, girl.
You silly.
Don't you have no
Now we're
children with
gonna
that
take a
bad
quick
figure.
walk around the park and just talk to the people and try to get them here at the fountain, see if we can get them gathered for a speech. And yeah,
I think
the
they'll be
best way
ready
to
in
get
like
people's
30 minutes.
attention I've learned is with money, unfortunately. And it seems like the status quo and the big money machine have the majority of the money and they have the majority of the voice, and that's the problem, is because we the people need to have the biggest voice. No matter how much money we have the power to connect with one another, and don't forget that that is our biggest strength. Hi everybody, how you doing? You enjoying your beautiful day? This is a wonderful King Day, isn't it? Look how beautiful it is in Los Angeles. We're going to be giving away some money. You want to have some money? You guys want some money? Any money. Just any little bit will help, right? All right. Well, then come and join us at the fountain, all right? Here we go. We're just going to go around a little bit. Hello. All right, bro's taking a nap. We're going to leave him alone. He chilling. It's all good. And that's what we're here to do today, is just enjoy this beautiful day. How you doing? Would you like to win some money? Would you like to win some money? Just come over there and join me. I just want to share some information with you. And it's like, you ever seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I sure have.
Wonderful. I'm going to ask you. Okay, great. I'm going to ask some questions, and if you can answer them right, I'll give you some money.
Oh boy, where we going?
Okay, well, then join me at the fountain. I'll be there in just a moment. If you can't tell by now, the majority of the people in Leimert Park are homeless. Look, also, if you haven't noticed, the majority of them are black, minorities, Spanish, some of them are white even. But again, it doesn't have to do with race. It has everything to do with class and money. How much money you got depends on how much power you got and how well you can live your life. And how equal does that seem in a country where everybody's supposed to be able to enjoy the American dream, enjoy being able to prosper and be able to provide for their family or one another. So that's what we're here for. How you ladies doing? Would you like to win some money? Y'all don't want to win any money? No? You don't have any need for money. Y'all know y'all want some money. Where y'all going right now? To spend some money, right? You don't want some money to spend? Okay. You can get it later. So we'll just make another round here. And that's the thing. It's not everybody is ready to hear the message. But that's the thing, is the message is coming to you. Whether you like it or not, Governor Wildstar is going to bring the message to you loud and clear. I'll let them sleep too. That's okay. She's sleeping. All right. I know I only got one viewer right now, and that's perfect. All I need is one person like you to pay attention to the revolution. We can get this thing started. How you guys doing? Would you guys like to win some money?
Talk nobody no face hurt.
You know what? What?
You got a mask on your face, man. Tell him, man.
Oh, I got nothing but the truth to say. I just want to give you some money.
Oh, give me some money then.
That's what I'm saying. If you listen to me now, the man with the mask is speaking. If you come over to that fountain, I'm going to be asking some questions. If you answer them right, I'll give you some money. It's that simple.
What type of questions?
Just come and find out. How are you guys doing? Would you like to win some money, my lady?
What, me?
Huh?
Would I like to what?
Yeah. We're going to be asking some questions over there at the fountain, like who wants to be a millionaire. You know, if you answer the questions right, we'll give you some money.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's King Day, so we're just trying to enlighten people, ask some questions about history, and see what you know. All right. How you doing, bro?
Oh, hey, hey.
How you doing? God bless you, my man. Are you enjoying your holiday?
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, wonderful. It is a beautiful day out here.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I'm
it's
going to be
nice.
giving away some money over there at the fountain. If you want to join me, I'm going to be asking some questions, and if you can answer them right, I'll give you some money.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? All right, cool. How you guys doing over there? And I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to be giving away some money over there at the fountain. If y'all want to join me, I'm going to be asking some questions. And if you can answer them right, I'm going to give away some money, all right?
How much money?
Let's find out. Come on over, bro.
What kind of question?
Let's see. Today is King Day, ain't it? Today is King Day, right? All right. We need to get in know about our brothers and sisters and why they're still fighting for our freedom. All right. I think everybody here is ready to witness the revolution because the revolution is not being televised, but we will be televising this message and this revolution. To anyone that's joining me here now, welcome. My name is Governor Wildstar. This is my wife, Mrs. Wildstar, okay? And we'd like to introduce you and welcome you to the revolution. Right now, our country is in peril and we need your help more than ever, okay? If Dr. Martin Luther King was here living today, he would be out here doing the same thing, expressing the same message to you. So I implore you and hope that you would please listen to the information that's being shared with you, okay? All right. Now, we're actually broadcasting this live on the internet right now to the rest of the world. So say hello to the world and let them know that you are ready for the revolution, okay?
I am the revolution.
Exactly. That's
You
what I
are
want
the
to hear.
revolution.
My brother
Exactly.
said he is the revolution. And we also have some masks here. If you'd like to join the revolution, they are free. You are welcome to take one and enjoy it as you like, okay? All we ask is that you please just share the message with the rest of the world, okay? With your brothers and sisters especially because we're the ones being told the least amount of information, okay? And it's us that do know that information that need to share with one another because the televisions and the newspapers are ran by the same people that don't want us to know that information. You understand? So
Or
again,
do I?
we are here to share this information with you. Thank you, Lady Wildstar, if you wouldn't mind. So we're going to get this thing started again by giving away some money.
By
And first,
answering, what's the question?
what'd you say? What's the question?
Yeah, what is the question?
Well, the
They
question's
want to
going.
get their
What is
car.
the
Are
answer?
you ready? That's good to
Okay,
know.
where is the money? We're gonna win all. We're gonna answer all the questions. We're gonna get all the
Here,
money.
baby, can you take the
By the way,
flyers,
how much
please?
money can we get for this question?
I'll get to that in just a moment.
Yeah,
The
that's
first thing that I like to do.
okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
that's
The
right.
first thing that I like to do is read a quick speech to you. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the United States Constitution,
Oh,
but I carry one with me everywhere that I go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
not many people admit
Absolutely.
that. Okay.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it.
No problem. See, this is exactly what we're trying to prevent. I'm trying to get to a world where everything is free. There isn't any reason why we should be able to have to pay for things that we need to live our lives. We need food, we need shelter,
Right,
we need education,
right.
we need health, care, okay? And all of this can be provided to us free of charge. They say it can be done, but scientists have developed ways where we can do this. Okay? They've actually created something what's called a resource-based economy. What they basically said is we have enough resources on this planet to where everybody can be provided for 10 times over. That means you, your children's children, their children forever will never, ever have to pay for a damn thing. They won't have to pay an electric bill. They won't have to pay a gas bill. They won't have to pay rent. They won't have to pay for food. Okay? So this is the type of world that we're trying to create because this is the type of world that we were promised.
And that's why you
This,
behind the mask, huh?
exactly. Because you'll pay more attention to these words if I was standing here with this mask, because this mask is this image that I want you to see, not the image behind the mask. You understand? I don't want you to see the man that's behind the mask. I want you to hear the words that the mask is saying to you.
Show me the black king.
The black king is here standing before you. You look at my skin, you see him, right? You know that I'm black enough. I'm black enough.
Drunk ass niggas trying to argue with some people that trying to sell them something.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you for that.
So now the
Thank
next thing,
you. Trying to make a change. We just try to, we want to help.
first thing that I like to do, you guys, is like I said, I have a quick speech here that I like to just introduce you guys to. It was written by a judge called Andrew Napolitano. He used to be on Fox News as a correspondent, and he actually ran as vice president in the last election, okay? Now, he wrote a speech about the United States Constitution, which, again, is the law of the land, no law should supersede these laws that are in the Constitution. So, your first constitutional right is the freedom of speech. Okay? That's what we're here to express and nothing less, okay? Now, the Constitution is extremely powerful because you, as black people, would not be able to sit here, out here, freely, publicly, without that United States Constitution. They make it seem like it's written by a whole bunch of white people for white people, but that's not true. It's written by the people for the people, whoever those people may be. The United States Constitution does not say this is explicitly for white people. It does not say the United States Constitution does not exclude black people specifically. Again, these laws are in place to protect you. And now, he wrote a speech about the United States Constitution and the power of it. And I'd like to share this speech with you. What if the whole purpose of the Constitution was to limit the government? What if Congress's enumerated powers in the Constitution no longer limited Congress, but were actually used as justification to extend Congress's authority over every realm of human life? What if the president, meant to be an equal to Congress, has become a democratically elected, term-limited monarch? What if the president assumed everything he did was legal just because he's the president? What if he could interrupt your regularly scheduled radio and TV programming for a special message from him? What if he could declare war on his own? What if he could read your emails and texts without a search warrant? What if he could kill you without warning? What if the rights and principles guaranteed in the Constitution have been so distorted in the past 200 years as to be unrecognizable by the founders? What if the states were more provinces of a totally nationalized and fully centralized government? What if the Constitution was amended stealthily, not by constitutional amendments duly passed by the states, but by the constant and persistent expansion of the federal government's role in our lives? What if the federal government decided whether its own powers were proper and unconstitutional? What if you needed a license from the government to speak, to assemble, or to protest against the government? What if the right to keep and bear arms only applied to the government? What if the states were more provinces, or pardon, what if a posse comitatus The law that prohibits our military from our streets were no longer in effect. What if the government considered the military an adequate dispenser of domestic law enforcement? What if the cops looked and act like troops and you could not distinguish the military from the police? What if federal agents could write their own search warrants in defiance of the Constitution? What if the government could decide when you weren't entitled to a jury trial? What if the government could take your property whenever it wanted it? What if the government could continue prosecuting you until you got the verdict it wanted? What if the government could force you to testify against you yourself simply by labeling you a domestic terrorist? What if the government could torture you until you said the government until you said what the government wanted to hear? What if people running for president actually supported torture? What if the government tortured your children to get to you? What if the government could send you to your death and your innocence meant nothing so long as the government's procedures were followed? What if America's prison population, the largest in the world, was the result of a cruel and unusual way for a country to be free? What if half the prison population never harmed anyone but themselves? What if the people had no rights except those the government chose to let them have? What if the states had no rights except to do as the federal government demanded? What if our elected officials didn't really live amongst us, but all instead had their hearts and their homes in Washington, D.C., which is not part of the United States of America? What if the government could strip you of your rights because of where your mother was and when you were born? What if the income tax was unconstitutional? What if the states were convinced to give up their representation in Congress? What if the government tried to ban you from using a substance older than the government itself? What if voting didn't mean anything anymore because both political parties stand for big government? What if the government could write any law, regulate any behavior, and tax any event? The Constitution would be damned. What if the government was the reason we don't have a Constitution anymore? What if your love for your country but hate the government has done to it? What if sometimes to love your country you have to alter or abolish the government? What if Jefferson was right? What if that government is what's best is governed least? What if I'm right? What if the government is wrong? What if the danger is to be the right when the government is wrong? What if it is better to perish fighting for freedom than to live as a slave? What if freedom's greatest hour of danger is now? Thank you very much. That again is what if the Constitution no longer applied by Judge Andrew Napolitano? Thank you, baby.
List of what ifs.
Yes, it's a lot of what ifs, and that's the thing is these are the what ifs
It
we
makes you
need to
think.
be thinking
Hey,
about
listen.
because we thinking too small. What if I don't have enough money to
Long
pay
way,
my
my
rent?
brother.
What if I don't have enough money to
Yeah.
eat? What if I don't have enough money to pay my car note? That's exactly what the what ifs that they want you to think about. They don't want you to think, what if the government banned our right to bear arms, which is what Obama just signed into law, which means now you, as an American citizen, have no right to protect yourself. If another country came in and invaded us, the only people that would be allowed to protect us is the military, the people
Exactly.
with the guns.
Yep.
But if you ever saw the movie Red Dawn, they just redid it, okay? It was about the Soviets coming into California and the military left. You know who fought them? The people.
That's
You know
what's
how they
gonna
fought
happen
them? With
anyway.
guns. Because when they have all the guns and you have none, what happens? Genocide. They murder you all. But when you have
Oh,
guns
okay.
to protect
Oh, I
yourself,
got it.
now you have a war. Now you have a fight on your hands. And that's exactly what they don't want. They don't want you to be able to fight for yourselves. Now, since we're going to give away some money, we just gonna get right into that. I can see y'all a little somber with the
No,
Keep
no,
going.
no.
No, you
Okay,
keep
good.
going. No, keep
Is
going,
that
babe.
on proposition you talking about?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
gonna tell me.
And
I
that's
ain't gonna do
exactly
all that
that's
talking.
exactly what
All
I'm
I
talking
want to
about.
hear is intelligence. You gotta say, what is he gonna say next?
Oh
Give
no.
me some intelligence.
Yes, that's good. Now, so let's ask some questions. Who wants to be the first person? First thing, let me do this. I'm going to explain the rules, okay? I'm going to do two things. I'm going to have two rounds of questions, okay? The first round is a round for 5 questions. I'm going to be giving away, and then the second round, let me explain, will be a double round. So I'm going to ask you one question, and then I'll follow it up with the second question. If you can answer that question right, I'll times your money by 5. Okay? So now, for each question, I'll be giving away $1. But this isn't like a normal dollar, okay? This is a revolutionary dollar. This is a dollar that has been marked with the power of the word. And this is the word and the message to be spread. It says, in the Fed, Google S202. In the Fed. What that means is this money right here is nothing. The Federal Reserve is a company, a private company that our government hired to create this money.
Where's the gold?
Okay?
Where?
Where's the gold, my brother said?
You tell me where it is.
Let me tell
You
you
tell me
something.
where it
The
is.
gold is gone, bro.
No, it's
The
not.
gold is gone.
No,
They
it's
said it
not.
was in
They're
Fort Knox.
buying
It
your
isn't in
gold.
Fort
Cash
Knox.
for gold, remember?
Germany just took all of their
Where
gold
is the
out of the
gold?
Federal Reserve, up to $5
Where is
trillion
it?
dollars worth of gold,
Where did
okay?
it come from?
Where do
This
you think
five
it
Where
dollars,
going?
from?
this $5 that used to be backed by gold is no longer backed by
That
anything.
ain't nothing.
It's made simply out of
That ain't.
paper,
That
okay?
ain't it. All
Our
the
money
fast
used
man.
to be backed by gold, and that's what we're tricked into still thinking that
But
this
nobody
money
never
represents
saw the gold.
5%
Nobody
of
never
gold.
saw the
It does
gold.
not. It's merely paper now,
Yeah. So
okay?
give me some
You
paper.
in the Federal
No,
Reserve, we
no.
get back to
No,
real money. We
we're
get to
gonna
back
let
to
them.
where shit used to be a
There's no
dime.
money, nothing.
Okay?
Let's
A
go get it.
gallon of gas used to be a dime. You used to go to the
Sit
restaurants and
back
the
there.
burger would be 5 cents. Nothing has changed. The burger hasn't changed. What has changed? This. Okay? It went from being worth something to being worth nothing. Do you understand?
Money don't
Okay,
mean shit
so
no more.
now, this dollar right here is
It's
more
been a
powerful than any
long
dollar in
time.
your pocket because it's sharing the message to get along to end this fraudulent system of the Federal Reserve and its fake monetary system. Okay? So who wants to answer the first question? All right, all right, come on up. Come on up. Let's answer this question. Okay. Did you vote in the last election?
She didn't want a flower.
You did. That's good to know. Oh, you did. Even better. All right. This lady here says she voted for President Barack Obama in the last election. All right. Okay, so since she's very familiar with the electoral system, we're going to ask her a few questions, okay? Come on back, baby girl. Let's do this. All right.
Where the chow dog
You
at?
can win. You got a chance to win up to $5 here, okay? All right. Let me ask you 5 questions. First question. How many people were on the national ballot for president of the United States? 46. That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Come on back. The correct number is actually 6. There were
Six.
6
It's six.
national candidates on the ballot for president of the United States.
No,
No, baby.
no,
I
no.
asked how many people were on the ballot for president in the last
How many
election.
people?
Okay, come on back then. Come on. You got the 4 more questions.
Okay.
True or
No,
false?
you ain't gonna have to give out no
Check
more.
this out now. True or false? President Barack Obama signed into law the trespass bill, making it illegal to protest political events across the country, essentially avoiding the First Amendment. She is right. That is true. President Barack Obama signed a law called H.R. 347, dubbed the Trespass Bill, which states that any trespassers or protesters alike engaging in disorderly or disruptive conduct where the Secret Service or law enforcement provided protection can be detained and placed into custody. What that basically did was nullify the First Amendment.
Yes.
Do you understand that? President Barack Obama just desecrated our First Amendment, which been around since 1776. Your right to freedom of speech was removed by President Barack Obama. She wins $1. Next to question. The National Defense Authorization Act, also known as the NDAA, allowing United States citizens to be arrested in America and detained indefinitely without being read their right to an attorney, or their right to a trial.
False.
Listen, to find out if they're even guilty was signed into law by which president? Who signed the NDAA? Was it George W. Bush?
George Bush.
Wait. It's multiple choice. Don't you want to hear the rest of the choices?
Go ahead.
You think it's Bush, but it's not.
No.
You gotta think
I gave
about
you
the
a one
question,
of the
then
answers right
answer.
there.
Okay, go ahead.
They gotta hear the
The person
question.
that signed the NDA into law was George W. Bush. George W. Bush. Barack Obama or Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan.
That's your final answer, Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
False. Barack
False.
Obama. Barack
Barack,
Obama signed a law called the
Wait
National
a minute.
Defense Authorization Act,
Wait a minute.
which
look at
means
that.
that if you are arrested, you can be detained
It
indefinitely
has it right
without being
here.
read your rights, without your right to an
All right,
attorney.
read me the next
Do
one.
you understand
That's
that?
the revision of the
Read
Patriot
me
Act.
the rest.
Yeah,
Next
they need to
question.
change it. He
True
doesn't.
or false? President Bush signed an executive order stating that any person, whether they be an American citizen or not, who the government says is a sanctioned person, will be unable to obtain access to his or her account, unable to process any
True.
loans, listen, or make them or move any funds to any other bank accounts inside or outside the United States. In other words, freezing all of their bank accounts. True or
False.
false? True or false? President Barack Obama, President
Wait a
Bush.
minute. Shut
Come
up.
here. Yeah, she did. She said true. That's actually false.
See?
The
I got
executive
two
order
dollars.
from President regarding authorizing the
I got
implementation of certain sanctions was signed into law on Tuesday, October 9, 2012, by Barack Obama. What this law means is that now your banks can be frozen, your accounts can be frozen, your assets can be frozen. You will not be able to take money out of your account if he chooses to freeze it.
That's been happening for the last 20 years.
No.
Yes,
No.
it have.
No.
No.
The government never had the power to stop
They
and
didn't have.
freeze your
Okay,
account.
what's the next
Your
one?
money is your money.
The people who
Period.
put them
Your
in
money is
power
your
had
money.
the power.
No government has ever tried to keep you away from that. President Barack Obama just signed that law, making you impossible to do so. Last question. True or false? Mitt Romney was the elected Republican presidential nominee.
True.
False.
Oh, he didn't win.
He didn't win, but he also was not the elected Republican presidential nominee. During the night of the Republican National Convention, presidential nominee Ron Paul had a plurality of 6 states challenging the 5 state rule in place, which would have made delegates unbound, and all of the rules would have been out. All of the delegates would have been able to vote for either Ron Paul or Mitt Romney. They switched up the rules last minute from 5 to 8 and eliminated his chance. On the same night, they changed the rules. So the nomination for Republican nominee was stolen by Mitt Romney.
Okay, check it out. Give me 5 more questions.
No, baby
I
girl,
want to win at 5.
you won $1, and that's what I'll give you. Pardon me?
Can I go next?
Absolutely. Give me just a moment.
Let me hold that for you.
Yes.
You give her how many?
Give her one. She won one.
You got one. That's
She
good.
got one, though. She got one. Let's give her a round of applause if y'all wouldn't mind.
I
Yay.
want to try it again.
Woo-hoo. Okay. Now, before I get into the next round of questions, which again, stick around for the next round of questions because it's going to be a power round. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. But again, if you can answer that second question, I'll double your money. I'll times it by 5 actually. Okay?
Okay.
But we're going to switch it up and go one person, five people get a chance. Okay? But before I get into the next round of questions, I'd like to say another quick speech. This is one that I wrote myself, okay? It's called My America. My America. I've noticed you changed dramatically. My America that was once the beacon of hope and an image of true beauty has become a mirage, exposing the sinister underworkings it once disguised. My America used to tell me that this was the land of the free, but continually lets me know my freedom is restricted to protect my freedom. My America said this was the home of the brave, but instead of being fearless, my America reacts to fear and now tells me to be afraid. My America proclaimed once that all men are created equal, but allows 7% of its population to own 80% of its wealth. Meanwhile, my America lets families lose their homes and starve for food. My America wouldn't pollute its water with fluoride and psychoactive drugs. My America wouldn't pollute its skies with aluminum, barium, and sulfur using chemtrails. My America wouldn't pollute its food with aspartame and high fructose corn syrup. Nor would my America allow companies like Roundup creator Monsanto to sell me foods that have been genetically modified without me knowing. I've never thought my America would sign a law called Rex 84 that would create detention centers like Nazi camps to imprison Americans. I wouldn't ever think my America would create a law called the NDAA to arrest and detain any American indefinitely without their right to a trial or an attorney. My America created the United States Constitution that limited the power of the government. But now, my America seeks to limit me. Age limit, speed limit, spending limit, bond limit, time limit, parking limit, height limit, weight limit, baggage limit, drink limit, word limit. I could go on, but my America has a limited attention span. I remember when my America had no limit, not even the skies. My America asked me to desire to reach our outer limits. So why does my America make me feel like just as much of a slave as my ancestors? Why would my America allow members of secret societies to be in control of our lives? The Skull and Bones, the Bilderberg Group, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Illuminati, the New World Order was all once, and I quote, repugnant to my America. But now our food, our water, our air, our money, our presidents have all fallen victim to my America, selling out and giving up on all it once stood for. Liberty and justice for all. My America had me make this pledge every day at school as a child. But now I'm an adult and I see contradictions of this promise. So what do I do with my America now? Now that my America has shown that its true colors are not red, white, and blue, or black, or Spanish, or Asian, or young, or old, or educated, or gay, or straight, or handicapped, or a veteran of war. No, none of that. My America blood runs green. And the more that you have, the more power my America possess will pulse through their veins. But what my America isn't telling you is that it has become poison. Sickened and stricken with this green disease. And it will infect you. So now that I've told you the truth about my America, what will you do? My America is very good at making it seem like everything is just fine. Business as usual. After all, it was the creators of my America that said we have the right to protect ourselves. Now the destroyers of my America are taking that right to protect myself away. The threat of what my America has chosen to do should ever be so clear to us all. My America doesn't want to be my America anymore at all. Thank you very much. That again is my speech, My America. Did you guys like that? Would you mind a round of applause, please? All right, thank you. Times have changed, and I don't know what you guys believed in America, but I knew growing up as a child I had a vision of what my America was, and it isn't representing that image at all today. My America today is nothing like what it was yesterday. My America today is nothing like what my America of the future is supposed to be. And now it is time to take my America back and make my America what it should and could be.
Maybe we get a copy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you get a